Y'all killing me with this.
Remember last week I was telling you how Kam Patterson's such an idiot that he didn't know that pickles were made out of cucumbers. Like, he didn't understand that whole process. Like, he thought that pickles actually just grew the way that they grew. That's like something that Kam actually had a thought about in his mind at some point in time. So, Jay, remember I was telling you, Big Jay, out of the 3 Legion of Skanks guys, he's the one that's more, he'll push that shit really fucking far, you know? He's like a Jim Norton-esque type of guy. He'll say, like, the most disgusting shit, the most fucked up shit. Like, Big Jay just doesn't fucking care. So when he sees a guy like Kam come on stage, acting the way he does, talking the way he does, Big J looks at it as an opportunity to really dig in and fuck with this guy. And he does it in like the most degrading way. And if you pay attention, the band, they don't like it. They don't like the way Tony's making, they don't like the way Big J's making fun of Kam. Now watch this.
Big J, what do you think about all this chaos?
Why come you was in Amish country?
What? What?
Why come you was in Amish country?
This how I sound to people? What?
Look, so you kind of can't see it and you kind of can't hear it all that well, but obviously Big J is sitting there doing his thing, making fun of Kam, right? And in the background, I'm pretty sure this guy's name is John Mueller. He's the guitar player. He's like the lead guitar player for the Kill Tony band. He leans over and said something into his mic. And you can't hear what he says all that well. But you could kind of see it by his body language and shit that he's not really getting a kick out of the way that Jay is making fun of Kam. Sitting there kind of being like, why you know, kind of saying that he talks like a complete moron. Almost saying like he's, like John is kind of taking this as like, he's saying all black people talk like this. He's not. He's saying Kam talks like this. And then he's just making fun of Kam. There's tons of black people on the stage. Any one of them open their mouths, Jay would not react like this to them. He's only reacting like this because Kam talks like an asshole. Now watch this. I'm going to back it up a little bit. Watch Jay. Listen to Jay start delivering this. Look, you can even see it on John Mueller's face right now. He's disgusted with this. Now listen. He tries to say something in his mic. And he's about to say something again because Jay's about to do this to Kam again later, and we're going to check that out. But watch this one.
What?
Why come you was in Amish country?
This how I sound to people?
Look at John Mueller. What a fucking cuck this guy is, dude. He's sitting there like, oh, why is Jay making fun of him like that? Oh, I don't like this even one bit.
What?
Why am you was...
See, so John said something, and the guitar player said something in the mic. You couldn't hear him that well. Now listen to Jay finish out this joke, because he kind of brings it around to have like a little bit of a punchline here.
What are you trying to say to me right now?
In Amish country? Lewis, how do I tell him?
He wants to know what you is be doing in the Amish country.
Oh! Baking soda!
Jay daps up Lewis for, translating for him and all that shit. You know what I'm saying, dog? He's like, really trying to dig into the way that Kam Patterson talks and shit. But I'm not going to lie. I don't necessarily have a problem with it, but I can't understand Kam sometimes. Like, legitimately, sometimes you cannot understand the shit that's coming out of his mouth. That's why people are making fun of him. It has nothing to do with him being black or talking a certain way. It just has to do with the fact that sometimes you actually can't understand what Kam's saying. That's the only reason anybody's ever making fun of him like this. Just so happens to be a lot of white people are doing it, Like, the last person to make fun of him like this, I think, was like that Chad Daniels guy. Then Tyler Fisher ended up making fun of him like this. And both of them are like real right-wing white dudes, you know what I mean? Like, so this is like putting a real big stink on this joke, It's almost like you can't make fun of Kam's voice about this because too many fucking radical whites have done it, So it's like but Big J, like I said, Big J don't give a fuck. Big J doesn't care. So he's about to dig into him again with the same type of shit. And watch, John really doesn't like this. And you actually can hear John say, if you pay attention close, listen to John say the shit in his mic.
That
What
shit
else is
funny.
going on? We're ramping up for Vegas this week.
Hell yeah.
Excited about that.
Yeah, I'm excited. That's gonna be fun.
What do you like to do in Vegas?
I don't do shit, man. I like to watch my grandma gamble because she give me her winnings and shit. Every time my grandma wins, she give me the money. So I be like, I like that shit. That shit be cool.
That's crazy. Kam Patterson is making like probably hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars now touring with Tony. He's taking the gambling winnings from his grandma when he brings her to Vegas? Like, what the fuck is happening here? This guy should be taking care of her. Because we all know she took care of him, goddammit.
What?
That's every time my grandma win and she gamble in Vegas, she give me the money and shit.
How dare you disrespect the woman who I'm assuming raised him?
She did. You're not wrong, brother.
Okay, so now the Legion of Skanks guys, they're starting to jump in with their jokes because they start noticing that Tony and Red Band are having like a little bit of a production talk on the side. So they're starting to pick it up because like Tony has to kind of be off mic for a second. Dave comes in with that joke, the same joke that I just made. Obviously, I made it because I knew Dave was going to say it, talking about how Cam's grandmother raised him, right? So now this is where Big J is going to start coming in with that whole like, why you is me was you're black. Like, you know what I mean? He's about to start doing all that shit again. And you're, once again, like I said, pay attention to what the guitarist says. They don't like this. The band does not like this.
These
Cam?
people know what be being.
So listen, you have to really pay attention to it closely. And I'm going to back it up and I'm going to focus in on the guitar player, John Mueller. He really doesn't like this. He's like one of those white people that like, they feel like it's their job to defend minorities. It's not. I'm going to tell you right now, okay? Like, I'm a minority. I'm Puerto Rican, both parents. Any white person has to defend me over the fact that I'm Puerto Rican, there's a problem. You know what I mean? We do not need any black person that like needs a white person to defend them for anything. I mean, are they even black? Like, certain white people like John, they feel like it's like their civil duty. They have like that white guilt that they feel. So when people start making these like edgy racist jokes towards certain people's races, this guy feels like it's like his job to step up to the plate and put a stop to it, like he's some sort of superhero. It's not your job, dude. As a matter of fact, I don't even know why the fuck they even gave you a goddamn microphone. Like, you should have there should be no reason why anybody in this band has a microphone that the crowd can hear. Okay? If they need mics to talk to the earpieces so that they can start telling each other, okay, I'm going to kick it up on the fourth after the next riff, then okay, we're cool with that. We don't need the fucking guitar player chiming in while the comedians are trying to tell jokes, okay? Tony should not be letting this shit go on. But watch, I digress. Pay attention. John does not like this. Remember, this is his civil white duty to defend Cam in his time of need, you know? Because without John, Cam would be helpless. He's just a helpless black man that can't defend himself. So he needs John Mueller to do it for him. He doesn't, okay? But watch, let's pay attention to this.
Always know what be being.
Look at, he says to Jay, bro, you gotta stop doing that. You gotta stop doing that, man. You can't keep making those jokes like that. And that's probably what he was saying in that last time code that we just talked about. You know what we gotta stop doing? We gotta stop having the guitar player talking into the fucking mic. That's what we gotta stop doing. You gotta shut the fuck up and let the comedians do their job. Once again, if I see John Mueller with the goddamn mic after this, I'm reporting every fucking episode of Kill Tech. This guy needs that mic taken away. You can't be doing this shit. Getting in the middle of people's punchlines. okay? Whether the joke is bad or not, comedian's there to do a job, buddy, and you're there to play guitar and shut the fuck up.
You're not wrong, brother.
These people know what be being. Y'all ain't even fucking be knowing. Shit. No cap.
I'm on Steve, nigga.
You ever do it?
See? And Jay and Kam are in on the joke. They're looking at each other right now, laughing like, Jay's like, bro, you know I don't mean it. I'm just fucking talking shit. Jay's smoking a blunt on stage. He don't give a fuck, you know? But yet John feels like it's his duty. He needs to protect Kam at all costs, you know? But I want to show you guys, we can actually end it on this note because this is actually kind of crazy.
And hold my fart like a bong rip.